My warm greetings to the dignitaries on the dais, to the chairman of Brilliant Group of Institutions, and my father, Sri Kasireddy Narayan Reddy Garu, MLA Kalvagurti constituency, to the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Culture of the great state of Telangana, Sri Jupalli Krishnarao Garu, to the guest of honor, MLA Jadchala constituency, Sri J. Anirudh Reddy Garu, to all the directors, principals, deans, AOs, HODs, faculty, non-teaching staff members, and my beloved students. It gives me great pleasure to invite you all to Brilliant Horizons 2026, the annual day event, which is a 3-day event, and I'm sure you have enjoyed a lot in the last 2 days. Today is the grand finale. I'm sure you have wonderful performances and surprises coming up later this evening. Now, for me personally, I love this annual day tradition. There are multiple reasons, but the one reason that matters the most to me is the fact that 11 months ago, I came to our organization, took on this role as the vice chairman when I didn't have any management experience from the past. Based on the guidance of our chairman, I was able to navigate through a lot of challenges in the last 1 year, and you all have seen the amount of progress we have made as a group of institutions. Under my leadership, I know that within 2 to 3 weeks, in April 2025, with 2 to 3 weeks of preparation, we were able to successfully conduct the annual day 2025, which is where I saw the potential of our faculty and students who within a short amount of time were able to operationally excel and were able to help us successfully organize the annual day last year. And ever since that point, any strategic initiative that I have taken, I really have to thank the entire BGTI family. With just my guidance, they were able to operationally execute and excel in every strategic initiative. A big round of applause to all the BGTI members. I feel like you haven't had lunch. Please give a big round of applause to all the BGTI members. Now, for every annual day, I'd like to create an annual report showcasing the kind of achievements and the kind of progress that we have made as a group of institutions. To start with academics, we have significantly improved the quality and the number of faculty members. We have hired talented faculty members over the past 1 year. We have invested a lot in our faculty development programs. We were also able to secure AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education, funded faculty development programs for KNR and Brill campus through the R&D cell that we recently inaugurated. So that tells me that we have strong and talented PhD scholars who are willing to work hard and apply to countless central government and state government funded projects and help us secure them. The reason all of this is very important is because ultimately once we get those projects approved, dozens of students will get opportunities to work on apologize for that. Dozens of students will get an opportunity to work on these projects along with scholars from national institutes and IITs, which is a great deal for any organization, any private engineering college. Very few have done that, and it is my mission to ensure that in the next 1 year, we are able to land many more such FDPs and funded projects. Now coming to infrastructure, you all have seen we have secured and procured more than 600 computers, and we have upgraded our laboratories, not just for computer science and allied branches, but for also EC and EEE, which is a huge deal because what I believe in, and as a student in IIT, I have had most of my learning in labs itself, not in the classroom. I strongly believe that, and I will make sure that all of our students get high quality lab access and equipment. Now, as I mentioned, BGTI has funded a lot of faculty development programs through the blessings of our chairman, sir. We have also incentivized our faculty members to get gold and silver certificates in NPTEL courses, which is how the faculty members can be able to upskill themselves, and eventually that will get translated to all my students, which is a big deal, and I'm really happy to see much progress and many more faculty members who are participating in NPTEL courses and successfully getting these certifications. Now coming to placements, last year we have had more than 500 offers through our Office of Career Services. That was by the month of May 2025. We are still in March and we have already crossed that number. I project we are going to get more than 750 offers this year, which is 50% increase compared to last year. And I promise you, in the next year, we are going to cross 1,000 offers. No matter how bad the job market is, it will be my responsibility to train my students with the latest technologies and ensure that they get the internship and job opportunities that they deserve. Now coming to extracurricular activities, you all have seen the kind of progress we have made since last August, starting with Brill, the cultural club, and slowly KNR and Brig as well. I remember Brig has conducted a great event for the inauguration of all the clubs, which I really appreciate. A big round of applause for Brig team as well. So the reason extracurricular activities are also just as important at this stage of your life is because you learn a lot of intangible skills at this time. I do have one small regret from my own engineering life, which is I didn't participate in the cultural activities enough. I remember I told you this yesterday or a couple of weeks ago. So I do want all the students to actively participate in these cultural activities. A lot of you don't know this, but I am the alumni of IIT Palakkad for the first batch of IIT Palakkad. We have had the privilege of initiating multiple clubs, and recently in December 2025, when I went to IIT Palakkad for the alumni event, everyone starting from director, professors, and even parents, they were fondly appreciating that we were from the first batch of IIT Palakkad, and lots of clubs and lots of initiatives that me and my friends have taken. We were really proud to see the kind of progress those clubs have made, and I'm pretty sure if you all initiate these clubs and you all participate in these clubs, within 5 to 10 years, when you come back to your alma mater, I'm pretty sure you will get that proud feeling, which I have gotten in December 2025. I do encourage all the students to actively participate in these clubs. And if you think you are specially skilled in an aspect which we don't have a club for, please feel free to reach out to me or my team. We will ensure that we'll start that club, we'll give it the name that you want, and you can continue with that legacy. Now coming to sports, you all have seen in the last month, we have conducted the internal sports competition, and I'm proud to say we also have conducted the state level sports competition in our campus itself for the very first time. A big round of applause to the organizing committee who have helped us, who have invited 40 plus teams from other private colleges across the state, and we were able to successfully complete our first state level competition. I promise you we will continue doing this tradition. I want to request my student athletes to work hard for the next 1 year and help us bring the trophy back to our own group of institutions. Now, I remember we also had a lot of industry visits as part of the BGTI Office of Career Services. We went to government organizations like T-Hub, V-Hub, Task, and other core engineering industries and companies. You all have had the privilege of talking to industry experts. And for the next 1 year, I promise you, we are going to bring the delegates and industry experts from those organizations and conduct seminars within our own campus itself. And for the next 1 year, I'm also looking to conduct a technical conference as well within our own campus, inviting professors and scholars from IITs and NITs to come and publish their papers and patents within our campus itself. That will be a huge opportunity for us to showcase what kind of talent we have. I will make sure we are able to deliver on this particular initiative. Now, there are many small dozens of other things that we have accomplished. I don't want to take too much time listing all of them. But all in all, what I'd like to say is, for an organization as big as ours, more than 600 employees, more than 7,000 students, to be able to achieve this much in 1 year of time, I really want to thank each and every BGTI faculty and non-teaching staff and each and every student who have helped me progress this much in such a short amount of time. Please give a big round of applause to everyone involved in this initiative. Now, I do have a few suggestions for our students. This is the last phase of your life. I have recently gone through the kind of age and the kind of curriculum that you have gone through, you are going through. This is the last phase of your life where you will have such amount of free time. Because once you're 23 or 25, you will get family responsibilities. You won't be able to spend time on upskilling and personal development. So this is the golden opportunity all of you have to participate rigorously in academics, in campus recruitment training, in extracurricular activities, in sports and such. Please, when I was at your age, I know that I haven't spent enough time on upskilling myself. Please don't do that mistake, guys. Really request all the students here to take advantage of all the services that we have provided and we are going to provide in the next upcoming years. Now, some of the students here have seen me judge their performances. Now, I have also participated in the hands-on coding sessions. The final year students, some of them can relate. What I strive to see in every field is I want all the students to strive for excellence. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean by not remaining average in the field that you choose. No matter what field you choose, I want you to work hard and work passionately to ensure you are in the top 1 percentile. Work harder than anyone else. Now, this might feel like a very generic advice to all of you. And trust me when I say I should have listened to my father when he was telling the same thing to me when I was 18 or 20 years old. I don't have much regrets, but I do know that if I had focused even more, I would have been at an even higher position right now. But it's not like I have lost any time. We still have a lot of opportunities as an organization to grow. And one other thing that one of my seniors has told me when I was studying in New York is he was an investment banker in one of the biggest investment bank in New York City, JP Morgan Chase. His boss told him a story, which is what I'm going to tell you all now. His boss told him that to excel in investment banking, he had to spend 10,000 hours in training and working in that field. Now, that is not just investment banking advice, that is a career advice in general. If you think about it, if you really spend 10,000 hours in any field, you are bound to excel. Just think about it. You spend maybe around 6 hours per day 6 days per week, which is what, 36 hours per week, and you have 52 weeks, which is roughly 1800 or 2000 hours per year. Now do that for 5 years, and I will promise you, you will be in the top 1 percentile. There is one other perspective to this. Your career is one such area where the amount of opportunities exceed the kind of hard work that you put in. Now with AI boom, a lot of students and a lot of industry leaders are actually scared that new graduates will be out of jobs. I don't think so. I think if you really spend those many number of hours, you are bound to succeed. Again, I'm telling you this once again. And to be very honest, if you want to succeed in career, or if you want to land that first job or the first opportunity, you don't really have to spend 10,000 hours. Honestly, if you spend, let's say 2,000 hours, that is much enough to secure, let's say, some 1 lakh per month job, which most of you will be very happy to take in. Career is one such area where this graph is linear. The amount of hours you put in, you are going to get the kind of success proportional to it. If you take sports or arts or any other field, this is not the case. In those other fields, the graph is typically a step function where for the first 10,000 hours you spend, you won't get any result. But after you spend that X number of hours, suddenly you start to see success. Now this is not something I have just made up. This is what elite athletes, elite stars, not just from India, from all over the world, this is what they all preach. This is what they all have experienced. One advice that I have listened to that all these athletes have told in common is, if the general public looked at the kind of hard work and the kind of effort these athletes put in, they would be surprised to see if these athletes are not in the top 10 or top 5. That is the kind of obsession they have for their craft. That is the kind of obsession I want my students to have in their own crafts. Which is why whenever I judge, let's say if we come to dance performance, I remember just a few days ago, some of the students have come in front of me and they were performing. They did fantastic job. But in front of them, I had to tell them the kind of mistakes they were making, because I like to see perfection in the craft. I want you all to be better. I want you all to improve week by week. Now, I don't have to stand here and tell you this every week. It should be imbibed in your mind that you should upskill yourselves in the field of your choice, but keep tracking, keep progressing, and within 4 years, you will see wonderful changes. Now, I am really sorry to the dignitaries. I have been taking a lot of time, but I want to wrap this up by saying one thing. Knowingly or unknowingly, in April 2025, I have started the BGTI revolution. I promise you all, we will continue doing this. We will continue delivering. I remember last year, with just 3 weeks of experience sitting in that chair, I have promised you all that we are going to be one of the top 10 institutions in the state. I want you all to hold me accountable. I promise you, I will work as hard as possible. I have amazing team at BGTI. I know that everyone will work just as hard to ensure that within the next 5 years, we will reach that top 10 position in the state. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.